The Kingdom of Norway is a Scandinavian country located in northeast Europe. The country has shared its sovereignty as a part of unions with neighboring nations such as Denmark and Sweden since 1397. Following a rise in nationalism evidenced by a nationwide referendum, the country gained its independence in 19. The country borders the North Sea and the Atlantic Ocean and the countries of Sweden, Finland, and Russia. Norway is slightly larger than the size of the U.S. state New Mexico at 323,000 square kilometers. The geography includes 18 counties, several small islands, and an archipelago to the north. The country is known for its picturesque coastline indented by beautiful fjords and rugged mountain ranges intermixed with deep, fertile valleys. The climate is affected by the country's proximity to the North Atlantic Current and results in colder inland areas and rain on the west coast. Norway has an estimated population of around 5.3 million as of 2018, and its capital, Oslo, is home to 675,000. The majority of the population is condensed around the southern part of the country where the climate is warmer and connection to mainland Europe is closer. The northern areas remain sparsely populated. The official language of Norway is Norwegian, which is broken up into two written forms, bokmål, literally book tongue, and nynorsk, literally New Norwegian. The rest of the population speaks Sami, or Finnish. The Norwegian government is a parliamentary constitutional monarchy. The country's constitution was adopted in 1814 and divides power among its three branches, the legislative parliament called the Storting, the executive government, and the judicial court system. Governing power lies within the parliament that is made up of elected officials belonging to parties that cycle through. The current monarch is King Harald V, who has been in power since January 1991. And as head of state, acts as a representative and unifying figurehead for the country and presides over parliament sessions. Alongside him is Queen Sonja, and currently in line for the throne is their son, Crown Prince Haakon Magnus. The Constitution has allowed for the legal right of freedom of speech and press since its conception, and the country's functioning political system, effective judicial branch, and independent press help make written law a reality. Laws once prevented media moguls from owning more than 40% of shares in one media outlet, but currently, concentration of. Because of this and its treatment of journalists, Norway has a score of 7.60, earning it the number one spot on the World Press Freedom Index for 2017, 42 spots above the United States. While the first place is well-deserved, concerns have been raised over the degree of concentrated ownership among the major news media organizations. Norway is among one of the top countries of newspaper circulations at an average of 341 copies sold per 1,000 adults. National newspapers include the daily published VG, the Norway Post, Aftenposten, Dagbladet, and the weekly Morgenbladet. The newspapers appeal to local communities as well as political and. The three major newspaper owners are the Schibsted Group, A-Media, and Polaris Media. The Goliath of the three, the Schibsted Group, has ownership of 16 newspaper circulations, including VG and Aftenposten, two of the country's largest. Additionally, Schibsted is the largest shareholder of Polaris Media, with nearly. There are currently 5 nationwide FM public radio broadcasters in Norway that are divided between the state-owned Norwegian Broadcasting Company, or NRK, including P1, P2, and P3, and the commercially funded P4 and Radio Norge. Currently, NRK remains the country's top broadcasting company. In 2017, Norway became the first country to opt for digital audio broadcasting in favor of the traditional FM radio, thereby dissolving the analog channels. With the switch, Norwegians will have better quality listening experiences, a broad selection of channels, and improved signal reach. Following this trend, more than half of. Television is Norway's most popular medium today. Current leading stations include NRK, TV2, TV3, and TV Norge. The NRK has 3 channels, NRK 1, 2, and 3, that comprise 40% of market shares, making it the largest owner of shares. As of 2016, 89% of the Norwegian population uses the internet daily. Up to 96% of the population have access to internet in their homes. Additionally, 17% more Norwegians read online newspapers as opposed to traditional printed papers. These trends have been leading press, radio, and television. The NRK's internet presence provides free access to information on a local, national, and international scale through all mediums. Various other online news sources were originally opposed to this, claiming it eliminated any room for competition, but the NRK assured the population that the free of cost dissemination of information. Since the early 1990s, Norway has acted as a facilitator in numerous peace and reconciliation processes as one of the founding leaders of both the United Nations and NATO. Some of Norway's peace work includes working with foreign governments such as Colombia, Myanmar, Syria. Norway's current goals lie in maintaining peace through the promotion of international stability and conflict resolution, in developing humanitarian efforts by ensuring governmental respect for human rights, in climate change and protecting the environment by finding solutions to world's energy needs. Currently, the country has a 4.1% unemployment rate, with 70% of the workforce aged 15 to 74 currently employed. In addition, children are highly valued, and so both mothers and fathers receive paid maternity/paternity leave and are allowed to leave work early to pick their kids up from school. Norway boasts a 100% literacy rate, and with its current policies on education and its effort to create a more cohesive society, the country is witnessing closing gender pay gaps and flourishing better lives for the population. Other countries, including the United States, could learn from Norway's example.